Hey, Jerry Upchurch here. Good afternoon. It is Monday after the Super Bowl game. I went over to the park to work on my 10,000 steps today, and lo and behold, I got out of the car and it's 51 degrees, a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. So I got back in my car, went over to the gym, and did my steps over at the gym. Just got out of there, got to go to the grocery store, pick up a few things. I really we eat a lot of lemons. I do, and I eat a half a lemon in a glass of water about 4 or 5 times a day. Gets my alkaline level in my blood built up, so keeps me healthy, wealthy, and wise. We're not wealthy. Our business keeps us wealthy. But anyway, I want to talk today about what do I want to talk about today? Accountability. Yes, accountability. I knew that's what I wanted to talk about. I forgot the word. I'll tell you a little story about accountability. Every Sunday we get on a group call with our group, and last Sunday I made a commitment that to my mentor Keith Everett that I would activate 10 chats a day over the next 7 days for a total of 70 people that I would have initiated a chat with. And gosh, on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of last week I did really good. Then it started getting a little bit more difficult, and I got behind. I started staying up later to get it accomplished. Most nights I stayed up till 2:30. One night I stayed up to about 3 a.m. And Diane says, "Why are you doing that? Why are you staying up so late to get that work done? You need to get in bed and get your sleep." And I said, "Well, I made a commitment to Keith. I told him that I wanted him to hold me accountable for my 10 contacts a day. And we were going to meet Sunday. We didn't meet Sunday because of the Super Bowl, and we have had our family over for lunch after church. But I told Keith I wanted him to hold me accountable for the 10 leads a day, or 10 chats a day that I was going to have. And I felt responsible. So, I looked up the word accountability, and that's what it is. It's accountability when you actually commit to being accountable and responsible for something that you're telling people you're going to do. So because of that, I stayed up till 3 a.m. 1 or 2 mornings just getting my 10 chats activated on Facebook. And you might say, why do you do that? And I did it primarily because I had promised Keith I would do it. I wanted to be accountable to my word. And that Diane said, well, you could be accountable to yourself. And I said, well, I could do that, but according to the book that I read on The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, he says we find that it's easy, that we need to do the easy things and the things that are not easy to do. And what I was explaining to Diane is that it would be I'm sorry, I stated that wrong. We got to do the easy things, and we've got to do the things that are easy to not do. Easy to not do. That's the key. Easy to not do. I told Diane, I said, it would be easy for me to not stay up till 3 a.m. to get these chats activated, but because I'm accountable to Keith, I wanted to get it done. Does that make sense? So what I want you to do is read the blog below. I've commented a lot more on accountability in there and why a person needs to be accountable, not only to themselves. Ideally you could be accountable to yourself, but why somebody needs to be accountable not only to themselves, but to someone else. And when they're accountable to someone else, they tend to keep that responsibility active and be totally responsible for what they said they were going to do. Does that make sense? So anyway, take that into mind. Tell somebody, your mentor or somebody this week, that you're going to be accountable to them for some action that you're going to take to build your business. Then take that action to build your business and report back to your accountability partner. Now read the blog below. I know you'll like it. I've got a lot of comments on being accountable and why we need to be accountable. But and if you want me to be your accountability partner, just send me a net message. Let me know. You can tell me what you're going to do, and I'll keep track of it for you, with you, and we'll discuss it over the week and during the week to make sure you're being accountable on the things that you're telling your mentor that you're accountable for. So anyway, that's enough said right now. Be accountable. Hey, read my blog below.